to another phantasmic edition of The Journal. I am your host, Jessie Hannam, joined today with Derek Walker of the Walkers.
You know us Walkers, we're a very elite group. You know how most people fly here? Walkers fly up here. And what the heck are you wearing?
Well, these, my friend, are my comfortable shorts. I wear them when I'm comfortable. And when I'm comfortable, things go good. So.
Well, I'm not feeling very comfortable right now. Anyways, we have a really great show for you today. A lot of interesting things are on the slate.
Yep. And we're going to take it away with our first clip, our resident party monster, Adam Guy. Let's take it away, Guy.
My name is Mike Maturin, and I'm co-owner of UT Events, Toronto's biggest all-ages company, and marketing manager from Traffic Nightclub. When you go to a club, why people like going to clubs, it's an experience. It's an escape, a gateway from their daily life. Is the club business a cutthroat industry? Yes, it is. It is a dog-eat-dog industry. We have so many venues and so many options, and also there's so many promoters in the city. It's always traditionally been a competitive industry.
My name is Alina. I'm a head of promotions for UT Events. As a promoter, my strategy is to tell the customer information about the club that would entice them to come out.
With the advent of Facebook, social networking, MySpace, it has increased the competitiveness and kind of stepped up the options for promoters.
The social networking is a big marketplace. That's where a lot of people try to advertise their stuff, advertise their products, advertise their venues, advertise their events. It helps to reach a bigger demographic than before, but at the same time, it became less personal.
So I call them virtual promoters. So that has kind of like really increased the competitiveness in promoting.
Usually clubs, they send their promoters scouting to other clubs. What that does is they steal your clientele. Not all clubs do that, but some of them do, just because clientele has to be brought from somewhere. I mean, if I'm a promoter and I'm gonna stay at a certain club over time, my guess is going to get smaller because I don't get exposure to other people.
It's a marketing tactic by some owners. You know, if a previous name had maybe a bad stigma attached to it, or it wasn't doing well under X name, and you know they decide to close up, do some renovations, and change it to Y name, and that is used as a complete different marketing, you know, tool and strategy. What a lot of the clubs do is they'll have certain artists come in, celebrities. They're pricing on alcohol. That's a key thing which differentiates, you know, clubs from each other. Is the pricing of alcohol, the different nights that they promote into the clientele that they promote to, and content, whether it be DJs, celebrity appearances, and the markets they cater to. Your bar could take in 20 to 30 grand a night. Size of the club venue does play a part.
Men spend more at clubs. However, that has changed over, I'd say, the past 2 years even. Women have become more independent, not only jobs and professionally, but also when they go out. You see a lot more women coming out to clubs and buying themselves drinks.
Bottle service has really changed the whole scope of people's buying style, power, the alcohol consumption.
Males usually go to clubs to find one-night stands, in my opinion. Women usually just go to kind of relax, have fun.
You know, women is an integral part of, you know, a club's, you know, marketing strategy, because like I said, if women are out and, you know, it's, for example, ladies' night, men are going to automatically think that, you know, there's going to be a lot of ladies there. In Clubland, it's an unpredictable night.
seems almost chaotic, and that's not necessarily true.
It all varies, and it's all relative to the staff and how well they search the patrons coming through. You never know what's gonna happen. Toronto is a unique club industry.
The variety of cultures coming out is a lot more right now.
The diverse melting pot that we have in the city has kind of helped put its own characteristic on it.
And now there's a lot more participation from all the cultures in Toronto. And I personally think that's really good because that's going to allow us eventually to grow the market. We're looking to expand, so that's good.
Well, that was great and informative. Reminds me of my club days and how I hated them. But that's one man's opinion. Have you ever gone clubbing, Derek?
I can't remember. Your shorts are burning into my brain. Let's go to Kaycee with her interview of a local talent that will be famous in 5 years.
Hi, I'm Oriana, and I am a singer. I discovered that I could sing at a really young age. I knew that I wanted to do something with my life that I enjoyed, and singing was just a natural choice for me. I think what makes me different from everyone else is honesty. I like to write things that are private in my life. I'm not really afraid to show people my weaknesses. Any career in the entertainment industry comes with obstacles. It's super, super competitive. You don't see any Asian R&B singers. I'm mixed myself. My dad's Chinese and my mom's Croatian. But at the end of the day, I think that music is like a language that is universal to everyone, no matter where they come from. And when I get on stage, no matter how tough the crowd is, once I sing, I think music will break those boundaries. You know, it's hard to do anything in life, I think, without the people you love supporting you. And I've been super lucky to have friends and family behind me 100% all these years.
My name is Dwayne A. Wright. I'm Oriana's producer. What makes her talented is simplicity. A person who knows they sing well and does it time and time again flawlessly.
My doorbell rings for visitors who wanna come in. Each a part of me, so I let them in. They comfort me through thick and thin, guiding me along to do anything. My courage tells me to keep being strong. My patience tells me that it won't be long. The storm will pass, the skies will clear. Never have to worry, nothing to fear.
Jeff and I met at a restaurant, and music was what brought us together because I was singing at the time and he was a DJ. And we've been together for a few years now, and we actually got engaged. Check it out.
Oh, I'm blind.
My name is Jeff Knights. I work closely with Oriana, helping manage her shows. I'm her DJ. I know our relationship would be different if we didn't have the professional aspect as well. At the end of already having work and doing business, there's another few hours of that has to be put in at the end of the night. So it's definitely a challenge to find personal time and kind of manage your personal and business time because they kind of cross paths. I picture myself doing different trips and different business ventures, but it was always me. And then at a certain point in time, I started picturing those same things, what I'd be doing in a year or so, and she was there. And everything I thought about, she was there. And I kind of just clicked and I realized that, you know, I wanted her a part of my life for the rest of my life. I just love the person that she is deep down. She's very genuine, very real. She's not afraid to encounter things, not afraid to ask questions. She's very upfront and open. She's honesty, and I feel like that's drawn a lot out of me that way, and it's helped me look at life a little bit differently, and I appreciate that. Oriana and I definitely are a supporting cast for each other. I've been DJing around the city and different spots across North America now for about 10 years. Since I've known her, I've enjoyed her music, so I've been sharing it with people wherever I go, playing the music. It's also some of my contacts and connections and network paths that I built over those years have really helped her get some exposure, and I mean, she's been on some huge stages because of those connections. And then whenever she's out there, she always makes sure that she gives her respect and mentions my name or website in almost every interview.
I think that the fact that I finished 2 original albums and that many songs is a good testament to my commitment to my career. I really realized that music was going to be my career and not just my hobby. There's nothing else I'd rather think about or spend my time on than music. Okay, I think this is it. I'm gonna need to stick with it.
Well, thanks, Kaycee, for that very sexy clip. Now at least I got something to go home and think about. Anyways,
You realize she's engaged, right? And you saw her fiancé, the giant brick of a man, right?
insignificant fiancés are like speed bumps. You know the divorce rate, don't you?
Right. Let's just keep going. Next up is Ryan Sisnett's Let's Talk About Sexes. Ryan?
All right, so this is Let's Talk About Sexes. This is Matthew J.
And Nadia.
And we're down at
University of Windsor.
That's right. And what we're gonna do right now? We're
conducting a kind of a discussion forum within the association of the university.
Chaos.
And so we're going around to try and get some more people to do information discussion. Let's go.
My name is Matthew Brent Joseph, also known as the Matthew J from Let's Talk About Sexes.com. Let's Talk About Sexes is try to make it an interactive website. We channeled it as your guide to love, life, and relationships. So we're trying to formulate essentially a guide for young adults, everybody in general actually. If they have any questions, they have any concerns, any ideas in relation to actually understanding the dynamic between men and women. So we're trying to pretty much dissect that and have everybody come in by bringing their own ideas and discussing it in an online forum. We started Let's Talk About Sexes.com out of sheer boredom, pretty much, to be completely honest. Nadia and myself, we had a lot of things going on in our lives. I know for me, what it meant was just giving me a chance to get out of my own head and kind of put everything down on paper in terms of my thoughts, my opinions, and just my ideas about the interaction between men and women.
Okay, so what do you guys think is sexy?
Some rules. That's a long-term relationship. You've been with that person for a while, right? You have to see that person every day. You have to talk to that person every day. And you're not getting sex either? No, I don't know what.
Okay, so when you're in a relationship?
Yeah, when you're in a relationship.
So when you're single, it's not like
well, when you're single, you gotta eat and breathe and stuff. Alright, so I'm here with, of course, Nadia and Mr. Matthew J at Let's Talk About Sexes.com, for y'all that don't know. What do you guys think about the session today? How do you think it was?
I thought it went really well.
I thought it went really well. It did get really heated at times,
Yeah.
and I think definitely crowd control was probably definitely an issue. But I feel like because everybody was so passionate about the topics and because everybody was so interested in what was being said, I feel like that contributed and it made it very interesting.
What do you guys think of what happened today?
I thought it was informative and a bit hectic.
Why do you think it was hectic?
Because there's a viewpoint of sex between everybody and how long and what you should be doing and who you should be doing and how many you should do. And between a man and a woman, it's the same.
Okay, any positives about the session today?
I think we're able to learn about more people, but at the same time, everyone is different. People have different morals and just have different beliefs on relationships.
My partner, Nadia, who couldn't make it for this interview, she's a dynamic young woman. She is, I would say, the driving force of Let's Talk About Sexes.com. Some of the topics we've covered thus far, we've covered can guys and girls really be friends? We've looked at BDM and relationships. We've looked at dating, talking about exes. Do you keep them as friends or foes? We've also looked at party girls. This week, which you've just seen, we're looking at wingman, the wingman situation. Trying to figure out, is there any protocol behind being a wingman? Is there things that you have to know as a wing person? Is there any expectation as a wing person?
Okay guys, so let me know, what makes a good wingman?
Well, all right. First, you've got to, for my wingman, you got to defuse any type of bomb I give you. So that means you got to take the grenade any way it comes. Like, it has to happen. That's my perfect view of a wingman. That's a perfect wingman to me.
I think in terms of the topics that we pick, we try to pick topics which we identify as important to us, so therefore we feel may be important to our peers. Individuals at my age who are about 22 or even a little bit younger, to give them a better idea of what's going on, what's going through our minds, and some of the situations that they might deal with. And for older heads to look at and be like, okay, well, I see where this person is coming from. Let me give them even more ideas on how they can better tackle that particular situation, or how they can better deal with a certain situation going off of their experience, as they would have more experiences, right? So the topics that we pick, we try to make it as relevant as possible, try to make it as entertaining as possible, so that when whoever's looking at it can then be compelled to put their own views on those ideas and comment and kind of create that back and forth which is necessary.
Thanks, Ryan. And now for our final
Zombies, zombies, zombies. Half-dead humans who walk the earth. Our own Patrick House attended the Toronto Zombie Walk, and let's say it looks mighty fine. Let's hope there's a little zombie hookers. Take it away, House.
Agent.
Hi, I'm Patrick House. I'm here for the annual event that happens every Halloween. I'm here for the Toronto Zombie Walk. This happens every Halloween for people who love horror, so I'm going to be interviewing people and getting a lot of stuff as people are getting really excited here.
Well, a bunch of people who are fans of the zombie genre, such as Night of the Living Dead or Resident Evil, they are all going to gather over there in the dog pit. And they're going to talk from here all the way up to Blur Street, sort of as a homage to all the zombie movies and stuff that's out today.
Intrigued, but still needing more proof, I went to the edge of the park to talk to some metal zombies.
So why do you three do the zombie walk?
Because we're hungry for brains, mostly.
Because it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. This is my third zombie walk.
This is my first.
My second. It's just going to get bigger and bigger, man.
Yeah.
I think it was 6,000 last year.
I was interested, but I still needed more, so I talked to a family of zombies at the edge of the park.
We do it because it's a weird family event.
This is fun, and you can take, and it's an outdoor thing on an October day, and there aren't that many October day things to do.
I needed a friend's point of view on the walk, so I found Sasha Akbari.
Well, I do it just basically because it's fun. I'm normally a cosplayer to go to many events, but along with this it feels like a cosplay in many ways as well. But I also love horror movies, you see. So and of course the combination of how I may make films that are about horror and my love for cosplay, well, it just leads to a beautiful combination. I really like zombie movies since I was a child. Like mostly because of my parents, I really got into the whole horror genre. My parents first introduced me to Dracula, which is what got me into it. Then I went into other horror films from the Friday the 13th series, the Freddy series, House of the Dead, and into, of course, the video games such as Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Fatal Frame. And so I'm a massive horror fan, and as a filmmaker, I even make horror movies nowadays. This is actually my first time I'm actually at this event. Well, I've been here. Well, I wanted to go last year. A certain event came up, I couldn't go. But this year, I made sure to clear up some free time, and so and of course, throughout that 1 year, I wasn't able to go. I learned about how to actually do a bit of makeup. Well, it's not perfect in my opinion, but I still learned a few basics. So I was able to do it and finally go here at last and enjoy this at last. It's pretty amazing for the fact that there's just so many people just looking. Everyone looks different. No one looks alike here. Yeah, from various series, various what-if concepts, such as we have even Wonder Woman as a zombie. So we just a mind. it's just basically amazing how you see what's going on here.
So as you can see behind me, the zombie walk is still going on. However, since we're all heading to see a premiere of Return of the Living Dead, the original movie, we're going to have to leave the camera outside. So, for the Journal, I'm Patrick House. Good night.
Well, that sure was a great clip. Do you think that zombies will ever overwhelm the human population and crush the human race?
Sadly, I think it's an inevitability at this point. So let's enjoy the time that we have. So, for our talent today, let's welcome Jamie McCliment to the show, performing his hit Fresh Off the Press. Take it away.
Zombie music.
That was great.
Very fitting, actually. Very fitting.
So, why the fiddle of all things?
Well, a teacher, grade 5, came into the classroom. Said, hey kids, I always mind my own business, doing math homework, whatever, Hey kids, you could be playing this. Light shone out of the heavens. I went home. Ma, Pa, I gotta play the violin.
You or Yellow Card? Who's better?
Who's Yellow Card?
Are you the Kanye West of fiddleists?
Well, that's yet to be seen, isn't it?
It is.
Well, that's all the time that we have today. We hope that you enjoyed the show.
You can catch us at our... You can catch us next week for more of the Journal. Sadly, I will not be on it, and nor will Derek Walker of the Walkers.
That's the true tragedy.
But you can catch us all at our blog at www.thejournalccc.tumblr.com. Now let's turn the floor back over to Jamie McCliment. Good night, folks.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.